All right. So this is very important. Um, Somebody wants me to humble myself. Sir, no. You have witnessed something that is rare, okay? A lot of y'all like to hack my shit. Go check out my over 1,000 comments. You saw something very rare, but that's my point. My point is I'm getting past my threshold, and it's harder for me to keep my cool. All right. The reason that I was driving around so much when I first got Aaron back was because I could not keep my cool. And I would rather do that than harm my child. I know that sounds crazy to you, but it was a moment of pick your poison. See, when I left the children, I had every reason to do so, and I was trying to, heal trauma. So I got Aaron back prematurely. And that's not to say he wasn't like safe in my presence, but PTSD is not something that you can always like predict, right? So you may be having a flashback. Your child approaches you and he might hit you to get your attention or something. You hit him back. PTSD doesn't make you low vibrational. Mental illness, I don't think that makes you low vibrational. I think it's when you aren't seeking to fix it. Next, again, my last video wasn't to attack anyone, but if you're not understanding the rules of codependency, when you follow some of these mantras are the rules to codependency. They keep you from being empathetic to other people. Empathy and love are the highest vibrations. So when you have empathy for someone's behavior and you don't, it makes it easier not to react to people, So if you're following mantras that uphold the laws of codependency, the rules of codependency, one, you're keeping yourself within a codependent cycle. Two, it affects your ability to be empathetic and loving to people. And that's where that is what the lesson was, But sometimes it was 2:50 to 2 in the morning. And sometimes it takes seeing a person's response to further get more information as to why this is the lesson. Okay. That's the lesson. So when you are sharing these memes and you're looking at these mantras and these things that you are saying that you think are encouraging to another, I want you to look. Hold on, let me grab the book and we'll go through this together. Yeah, if I can remember where it's at. I think it's what page was that? 11? That's not it. Maybe it was 21. Yep. Oh, you're so good, girl. Go ahead. All right. It is not okay to talk about problems. Feelings should not be expressed openly. Communication is best if indirect, with one person acting as messenger between two others. Be strong, good, right, perfect, make us proud. Don't be selfish. Do as I say, not as I do. It is not okay to be playful, and don't rock the boat. So a lot of these mantras reflect that. You guys, when I said I was, tired, you went right into 4, be strong. A lot of you, want me to be perfect and never, ever, every single time, every single time I come out of my element and come out of character. You get what you put out. That every single time. And it's like, so you mean to tell me that I did like 100 good deeds and that one moment of negativity is the reason why shit ain't going right for me? Doubt it. But you make it seem as we need to be perfect. Make us proud. Sorry, Spiritual Advisor LLC. I don't mean to keep bringing you up, but you did it the most. And you did it so perfectly to make you an example. But I just want everybody to know that I have great love for all of you. Knowledge is power. And so that's why I'm doing that, because it also, one of the things that you had said was, I know people are looking up to me. I don't have time to be weak. That is you being strong, good, right, perfect, and making people proud. Make yourself proud. Make yourself proud. You ain't here to make nobody proud but yourself and God. Not even your kids. As we learn these things, though, we will make our children proud. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that's not what you're here to do. Okay? They're here to make God proud. You're here to make God proud. And that's it. Okay? And so you get into these unrealistic expectations. And that is, that's problematic. These are the unspoken rules of codependency. So nobody knows this stuff. I'm trying to help you learn. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things, I can tell you that I've probably spent more time trying to get Aaron to express his feelings than like play with him. But I don't, if you notice, I don't ever tell him you can't play. Just not over here. Go do it over there. You know what I'm saying? Sam, I am. Do you want it over here, over there? I want you to go over there and do that because you're too loud right here. But, and so that's why I've used you, just because I found that your comment surrounding my comment was probably the best example of that. And that's, again, none of this is to any fault of our own. These were all, and another thing about this, these were all subliminally given to us. All of these were subliminal messages. They never did come out and just say, hey, you need to be good, right, and perfect. No, there's just subtle things that they would do that message you, send signals to your head that this is what it is. Okay? So let me see if I can I'm going to try to see if I can find someone else. Because again, it's the majority of you doing this. And again, it is to no fault of your own. I think, hold on. Frequency Phoenix Case, I love you. I love you. I absolutely adore you. Saying life. Okay, you did a post. Life is not tiring. Wanting life to be a certain way, but not having the confidence to make it that way is tiring. No, life is tiring. But again, that falls under that 4, be strong, good, right, and perfect. That falls under that. Self-awareness is realizing that there is no opponent. You're fighting against yourself. Most of that stuff was true, but again, some of the stuff it falls under this. And that's why I'm saying, like, some of these mantras were made under codependent rules. We didn't know. Nobody is at fault for this. Someone else. There was one talking about, who posted that though? You know, transmuting, and if you are uncomfortable, that's because you're going through transformation. No, if you're uncomfortable, it's because, you know, it can be because other people are hurting you. And I think that is the main thing that we, you know, I remember the man of the hour saying that I shouldn't still be in pain. But the reason I was still in pain is because I did not find the root to the pain. You know, I'm in pain right now because my children are not with me. Matter of fact, hold up. There, it says something like, you are, you know, you're only in, what was that? Self-awareness is realizing that there is no opponent. You're fighting against yourself. Listen, if if you have children that are away from you and you know that they're not in the best situation, being wanting your children to be in a better spot is going to cause you to be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? What is important is making sure that you're not taking that out on people every day. That's it. That's what self-awareness is. Self-awareness is, I am aware that I'm really hurting and that I have the capability to hurt others as a result of this. So how can I keep myself from hurting others? That's really what it is. It's not about, you know, saying that nobody's hurting. People are hurting you. People are hurting you. You're allowed to say that people are hurting you. See, that goes into not talking about your problems, right? I don't want to hear what she's saying. She's always saying people are messing with her, and they are. Letting someone say that when you say, oh, no, this is because of you, and you're not responding properly, and this is because you want to have a better life, and that's why you're so tired. Like, bro, those are the rules. So these are two wonderful examples of how these mantras are made up by people who are coping, people who are living by codependency laws, and then you can't figure out why shit ain't going right. Because you're actually, especially if you're giving this to your children, okay, then that's how you let the cycle go on. Even if you're high vibrational, you know, and you're positive and stuff like that, they're really subtle. They're really subliminal messages. So I just wanted everybody to know that. No shame. I'm not shaming anybody. I had to find a better way to show you what I'm talking about. Because that's actually the primary problem in society and what holds this up. Because being codependent like that, that is what actually rapes you of the emotional empathy right here. Because if you're always able to be like, you know what, the reason that you're having all these problems is because you aren't handling it properly, that's not being empathetic to that person's situation. It's upholding the codependency. It then puts them in a state of repression. And repression is where mental illness comes from. When your mind is mentally ill, then it further makes your body ill. This is where disease is coming from. God made us perfect and whole. Adam was perfect. Eve was perfect. We are susceptible to illness when our mind is not working properly. Because first the mind is ill, then the body becomes ill. So those of you who have chronic illness, this is likely your root right here. Try to do other ones. Recognize where some of these mantras are codependent. They uphold the laws of codependency. And you don't even know it. You're just, nobody, it's wrong. Let me tell you that again and again. Nobody is wrong. You're doing exactly how you were taught or what you're learning, because we're all trying to get information and we're all trying to get on this path of higher learning. So nobody is wrong, because these are here and readily available to share with the next person, right? So there's nothing wrong, okay, with the fact that you wanted to share that. I know that not all of you are even on my team, okay? Like, I'm aware of that. But I want you to be on my team, because my team is Team Humanity, okay? And so if you recognize how some of these mantras are created within this abuse, within the law, the rules of codependency, then it automatically unlocks a different level of high vibration. Okay, just hear me out.